Good afternoon, everyone. Welcome to the Terrace 1872. First of all, what a great day. I mean, there's no snow, there's no ice, there's no wind chill, so we're good to go if we get out of here in 10 or less. What a great project. When the council made the decision to bring City Hall or keep City Hall downtown, there was the question of the hotel, and there was some interest in the developer to repurpose the hotel, and when that looked like it wasn't going to work, there was a lot of discussion about what should this be. And one of the conversations was, there's a lot of concern about parking downtown, and so that was one of the concerns. And as we talked more about it, and we being the council, Sharon, myself, other people, Preston, we want a place for people to gather and be social, because that's what the community is. We push the community to be sidewalks and neighborhoods, and this creates a downtown neighborhood, and it gives another opportunity for Marshall to be a little bit of a destination. When people drive through and they see all that the businesses have done with their storefronts, what the city's done in the community, what's happening on 3rd Street, the parks. We've always been known for all the wonderful parks in Marshall. It draws people here. When they're here, they always comment positively about that. So we wanted to do another piece. And I think this is about as quaint of a downtown gathering place as we could possibly have hoped for. So I'm really proud to see what's happened here. So with that, the first speaker I'd like to introduce is Preston Stensrud, our parks superintendent and pretty much responsible for how spectacular this place looks.
Thanks, Greg. Thank you, Greg. Thank you guys for coming, braving this nice, cool day. I just, like Greg said, want to welcome you to Terrace 1872. It's been a work in progress. Guess in about 13 to 14 months from when we started. There was a little lull in there to finish, and to get us to where we are today. We do still have 2 minor things we want to finish up in the future. One being decking on top of the pergola, so it'll be fully shaded, which we have the material. We're just not super eager to work on it when it's this hot out. And then lastly would be like a special event kind of fire pit that would kind of go back in this open area too. So look forward to that, this fall or maybe even to next spring. So also I want to thank, we had some people that donated to the project, and then of course all of our contractors that helped make it possible. But the Lions Club, Duelist Family, Shades of the Past Car Club, and Ace Hardware donated the 4 benches that you see right here. And then contractors, Billy from Benderite and his staff for making pretty much anything that's metal out here, from the post to the arch to the pergola back there. Pretty awesome what we can do with local talent. Hess Concrete, a lot of the concrete work and footings for the pergola, stuff like that. Brent with Heartland Electric for doing all the electrical work. D&G for materials, Action Landscaping for materials, and Greenwood Nursery for all the plants. Also like to thank Chad with Confluence, the architect group out of Sioux Falls that kind of did this design and brought us something that we wanted and we thought would work well for the community, and that got us to, started to get us to where we are today. And then also public works staff from the street department helping pour some concrete slabs, to city engineering for helping us set some elevations and grades, and then my staff at the parks for being down here laying umpteen pallets of pavers and hundreds of cuts and all those kinds of things. And then we also wheelbarrowed out like 110 yards of gravel, which they thought I was crazy, but there's no way to get a little skid loader between the wall and the pavers there. So all by wheelbarrow, one at a time. So I thank them for that. And then mostly just fun to be part of a project like this that the community can utilize for many different events. And just makes Marshall a better place, helps downtown, just does all those things. And it's great to be a part of and get all the support that we do. So with that, I'll turn it over to Billy from Benderite. Thanks, Bill.
Thank you. I guess I just want to say thank you to Preston especially, but all of you guys here for making this possible. I don't remember when kind of this all started, but Preston came to us, and whenever Preston shows up with a project, we all kind of just wonder what's next, And he came in and he said that we're looking for an arch. And I just kind of wrinkled my nose and I was like, oh man, not another arch. And, you know, with these buildings downtown and how modern they look, we kind of figured it's time to maybe change it up a little bit. And what's fun with working with them is that they let us, you know, they give us kind of an idea to run with, and then from there we take it and put some samples together for them, and we gave them 2 or 3 designs, and, you know, they went back to the city, and the city chose what they liked, and, you know, that's kind of where we end up today. But like I said, they're great to work with. It's a lot of fun to have this downtown. Like we said, it's a modern view of kind of where the city's headed. It's just something neat to build, something different, something that we don't do every day. And it's pretty neat when you can drive by and your kids are in the car and they say, hey, Dad, you built that. You know, so it's just neat. But I got to thank my guys. You know, I get to stand here and take credit for it, but I got a great group of guys that does it. I kind of just point them in the direction which, yes, I like it. No, I don't. You know, you need to change this. You need to clean this well a little bit. But honestly, I got the best group of guys I could ask for. So, again, thank you all for making this possible, and thanks for letting us be part of it.
Thanks, Billy. Awesome, guys. Next, we'd like Cassie Weiss from the Marshall Convention and Visitors Bureau, correct?
Thank you. Thank you, everyone, for being here today. Thank you to the city for making this beautiful space. Sharon just kind of asked me to speak about some of the comments we've gotten. Preston had asked if we would host live music, and we took that and maybe ran a little too fast. So we had some live music down here, and the space wasn't completely ready, which I know Preston wasn't thrilled about, but the space was still beautiful. And through the 4 events that we had around 200 people come out and had nothing but awesome comments. So we're just really glad to have this space. Like Craig said earlier, as people drive by, they see it, it turns their head, it makes them want to stop in our community. So not only is it great for us, it's great for all of our visitors as well. Thanks.
Thank you, Cassie. Can hardly wait to see what they do when 3rd Street's done, and we have the plaza there that they can play with too. As a council person, I think our conversations have been to give the community a palette and then let them do the artwork. So thank you all for that support. So with that, I think it's time. Let's do some cutting some ribbons. Now, Sharon, we've got enough there. Do we want to cut off so everybody can have a piece for their antenna to take home, or we're just going to do one cut? Maybe one cut because it's hot out, right? Everybody in the photo.
Yep. You ready?
Awesome. Woo!